Hello, everyone. In this video, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions that you may have regarding the HighLevel platform. Now, I actually am creating this video because I already, probably about a week ago, created a huge FAQ for another part of the HighLevel community, and I thought it would be really good information to put in the video and give to people that might be interested in HighLevel. It's also called GoHighLevel, so just don't get the names confused, but I want to sit back and at least be able to answer some questions for you because I do consider myself a relative HighLevel expert. I've been using HighLevel for about 4.5 years now. I've come from an IT background, so I understand HighLevel very well. So right now, what I want to do is just try to answer several questions that you have inside for this particular video. And if you'd like, just to make things easier, I do have the questions broken up as chapters in the video. So if you want to go ahead and scroll down, you can hop to whatever part of the video. Or if you just love me, my name is Ray O'Daniel, you can watch the whole damn thing. Either way, I'm happy that you're here. So let's move forward. First question is the most obvious. What is HighLevel? Basically, the generic answer, HighLevel is an all-in-one sales and marketing platform designed for small businesses and for people who want to start a software as a service company. So when we get to the pricing plans, I can help you understand how that works, but that's what HighLevel is. But right now, I do want to sit back and tell you one of my most favorite things about the HighLevel platform is just HighLevel does not limit you in any of their feature sets. Here's what I mean. At any pricing plan, HighLevel will give you access to every feature that's inside the HighLevel platform. Not only will you get access to every feature, but you'll get access to unlimited usage of that feature. So how most people would charge you like a per usage cost for software, there is no per user cost with HighLevel. There is a subscription price that you pay and you get a limited number of users. If you have 500 salespeople, it doesn't matter. If you have one salesperson, you get the point. It doesn't really matter, which is one of the biggest things I really loved about the platform when I switched to it. They haven't changed their model. It's been the same way ever since they started. So HighLevel, this is one of the most beautiful things I love about your platform is that you don't nickel and dime. You give everybody the full unlimited features and you don't have to go to the next level to get more contacts or these additional features. So next one is obviously how much does HighLevel cost? There are 3 plans with HighLevel. The first plan, and this is the plan called the starter plan, it is $97 a month. And this is what I recommend for any person who wants to create their own business, anybody running their own business and just wants to use HighLevel to run their business and consolidate all their business software. This is the only plan you need. Don't worry about the other ones I'm going to talk about, period. I'm going to give you that right off the bat. I'm an affiliate of HighLevel, so I know all this information very well. If you are interested in signing up for HighLevel, I do have a 30-day free trial, but please, I don't like you to spend more money on the software than what's absolutely necessary. So the starter plan, $97, gives you access to all the features, including the AI features and all the cool stuff that's involved with this without any additional charges. Now, here's one of the things I will tell you with HighLevel. One of the things you probably should know. Inside of HighLevel, they have something called subaccounts. So there's one sort of what they call agency account, which is at the very top. And then how do you do business? Every business it has to create their own subaccount in order to do a business. So each subaccount literally is just say one business. Now, I tell you this because the starter plan actually allows for you to have 3 subaccounts. So what does this mean? This means that as a small business owner, if you have multiple businesses, let's just say you have 2 businesses, you might be a real estate agent and you might also sell products online or something like that. And it has 2 separate businesses that you want to keep separated. The cool thing is you can still use HighLevel at the $97 because you can use one subaccount for the real estate agent business and have all the contacts and everything else inside of that system. And the second one you can use for your courses and run all your courses online, sell your digital products, have all your websites and funnels in them, and keep your business completely separate. So again, this is one of the great things I love about HighLevel. If you want to do more than 3 subaccounts, then you will have to upgrade. But really, the only reason you'd want to do that is if you want to start a software as a service business. So that leads me to my second pricing plan, $297, often called the unlimited plan. Now, the unlimited plan does give you unlimited clients. So basically, you could sell HighLevel. You can white label it, meaning you can put your own colors, images, logos. You can have your own URL. So really, it looks like your software on here, and you could sell the software to as many clients as you want, charge as much as you want. There's no limit. You connect your payment processor, you keep 100% of the profits. HighLevel does not keep any of it. So just to let you know. Now, the third plan is what they call the Agency Pro. Now, if you're going to be doing software as a service business, I really don't recommend even going to the unlimited $297 plan, because even though it does have some benefits, the major automation, the revenue generation capabilities falls in the Agency Pro account. Now, this right here gives you access to some of the advanced, what they call software as a service configurator. This is a tool that only comes in the Agency Pro and basically allows you to build out all of your packages that you're selling, completely automate account creation and things like that. So without having to go further in details, those are the 3 pricing plans, $97, $297, or $497. That's it. So let's move on. Is HighLevel just for people who want to start a software as a service business? No. Like I said before, if you are an independent consultant, you just need to have a software to run your business. HighLevel can do that at the starter plan, $97. Please don't look at it anymore because you don't need it. There's no features in these higher level plans that you would need to have to run your business that you could not do with the $97 plan. Please take my word for it. No, it's not. But if you do want to start the software as a service business, if you want to start selling like reputation management or in a sense, Google review services to get better reviews, or you want to sell AI services, that's really hot. And people are doing a lot right now with that, selling AI chatbots and things like that goes on websites for hundreds of dollars per month, takes minutes to set up, and you're charging people over and over again on a monthly basis. And once you set it up once, you really just look over it, but you don't have to go back and change anything or even do anything in their account again, except just get paid every single month. So hope that makes sense. So let me go to the next one here. Can HighLevel connect to my Google Business profile? Absolutely. That's one of the primary integrations that HighLevel has. If you already have a Google Business profile, now please keep this in mind, you are limited to connect to one Google Business profile per sub-account. So again, each sub-account is really its own location. So even if you have, the same business, but you run it 3 different locations, each location would be its own sub-account because each location would have its own Google Business profile. Hopefully that makes sense. So yes, you can connect HighLevel directly to your Google Business profile. It integrates so well that the reputation management of the Google review services that I spoke about earlier actually integrates. It can detect whenever you receive reviews. And the cool thing is that AI services can even reply to those reviews for you automatically. So you don't even need to do that. Pretty cool. Can HighLevel connect to my social media accounts? Absolutely. HighLevel connects to all the major social media accounts. Now, I will tell you, it does not connect to X, or used to be called Twitter, because Elon or whoever's over there changed some of their agreements, and they couldn't do that. So it doesn't connect to X, but it does connect to the other ones. And I'm going to be upfront about that. One of the cool things about the social media accounts is not only can you get them connected, HighLevel actually has something called a social media planner. Now, this is a tool very similar to Hootsuite or Buffer, where you can actually put your content, schedule it weeks and months ahead of time, and it automatically posts to your account whenever you have it scheduled. Now, if you're already paying for software, like that's already going to be $150 cost right there. So just eliminating that one piece of software and moving to HighLevel would probably save you money every month on top of all the other cool stuff that you get. Just to give you a heads up about the social media accounts. And another cool thing that I want to sit back and share, HighLevel also has workflow automation capability. We'll get to that in a little bit, but just to let you know, for social media, you can actually do keyword marketing. So you can actually post things that says, hey, if you're a real estate agent, you want to get my first time home buyer's guide, just type in buyer in my comment, and I'll send that directly to you. So you can do cool things like that. The automations and the workflows inside of HighLevel are built to connect directly with your social media connections like that. So that's pretty cool as well. Can I build my funnel or website in HighLevel? Absolutely. HighLevel has a complete funnel or website builder. Actually, the builder for both are the same. It's just the structure of a funnel and the structure of a website are different. And I'm not going to go into that right now, but if you know what I mean. But the cool thing about HighLevel, it offers you unlimited number of funnels, unlimited number of websites. There's no limit to this. So you can use as many as you want, have as many as you want inside of it. As a matter of fact, I actually had calls with several people starting a website management business where they would just have the starter plan, one account, and they would build websites for all of their clients and host the websites and all of their domains inside of one sub-account of HighLevel and make money like $97, $147 just monitoring and being their website go-to person every single month. That's another way to make money, and this is absolutely nuts and crazy, but HighLevel allows you to do it. Awesome. Let's see, I already answered that one. Can I have a WordPress website in my HighLevel, or do I have to use the websites within HighLevel platform? Absolutely. HighLevel actually has a WordPress hosting feature built directly into the platform. So you can host your WordPress, multiple WordPress websites, all within the same sub-account. You can do all the WP admin stuff directly from the console, and it's all integrated and built into HighLevel directly. So all of that's included. Now, I will tell you that there is an additional charge. I'm not going to go over charges right now because the charges may vary, but there is an additional small monthly charge for each WordPress installation. I will let you know that because obviously it's a hard cost. They have to go and use a WordPress backend engine. So HighLevel is partnered to bring that into the HighLevel platform, but you still have to pay something for it. And if you wanted to, if you're running a software as a service company, you can buy it from HighLevel at one price and then resell it for a higher price and make money every month just off the website itself. HighLevel lets you do that. Pretty cool. What payment processors does HighLevel Connect use? So primarily it's Stripe. That is the account that you need to have with HighLevel. They do require that, but to do business, you can do business with other payment processors, namely NMI, I said that kind of fast, Authorize.net, PayPal, or they've even opened it up where you can have other integrations that go directly in there if you want to work that out. But again, that's up to you if you don't want to use any of the other standard payment processors. So that's what it is. You just connect it up, boom, and you can start selling your products, collecting money right away. Can I configure my own domain name within HighLevel? Of course. Any domain name that you own, you can connect it with HighLevel in a funnel, in a website. You can hold webinars inside of HighLevel if you want to hold a webinar for that. Any domain names is unlimited number of domains or even subdomains. If you understand what that is, you can have a limited number of those within inside the HighLevel platform. Now, here's a bit of advice. If you do have a domain name, my advice would be to connect to these 4 hosting providers: Google, GoDaddy, Cloudflare, or HighLevel actually has the ability to do domain purchasing and hosting within the platform. Now, why those 4? Because HighLevel can actually make things much easier for you. So when you connect and you use one of those 4 domain hosting providers, so with those, HighLevel can connect to those directly, update the DNS records inside of those accounts directly for you, so you don't have to do things manually. Because that's one of the biggest pains that people have when they connect domains. They don't understand DNS records. They don't understand things like email, MX records, A records, and things like that, and they get confused, and then that's where they start having problems. So if you have one of those 4 providers, HighLevel connects directly to you. It configures all the records for you, making things so much quicker and easier for you. Can I add additional information fields into the CRM, or am I stuck with what HighLevel provides? HighLevel gives you something called custom fields. Now, HighLevel automatically comes with certain pre-meant fields like first name, last name, email address, things like that. Those are all standard parts of any CRM system, but you might want to extend that. You might want to have anniversary date. You might want to have kid's name. You might want to have wife's name. I don't know. You might want to include additional fields that can be stored at the contact record to keep track of additional information regarding your contacts. Okay. If you're dealing with renewal contracts, it could be contract renewal date or something like that. And again, once you have that configured, you can actually have automations detect when those things are coming up and act on it. So it's pretty cool. But yes, there's something called custom fields, which allow you to create an unlimited number of additional fields, whatever you want, inside of the platform. So you can extend it. Can I connect WhatsApp to HighLevel? Absolutely. WhatsApp is a well-known application. It connects and integrates directly in with HighLevel. You can integrate the messaging directly into the universal inbox. There's one main conversation area where all of the Facebook, Instagram, text messages, emails, everything that gets sent to you inside of the platform goes into this conversation area. So you have one place to go check for messages and respond, and it automatically responds back on whatever platform they communicated with you on. So if they sent you a Facebook message, it goes back out as a Facebook message. Sent a text message, it goes back out as a text message. HighLevel handles all of that. Does HighLevel offer a phone system for sales calls? Absolutely. So you can get local numbers in your area, or you can buy 1-800 numbers inside of the platform, whichever you like, but you can have unlimited numbers. Now, I will let you know, there's like, at the time, like $1 something, I think $1.20 or something per phone number per month. There's an additional cost because it does cost and to hold up a phone number and begin using it. So those would be additional charges, but you can have a limited number of phone numbers inside there. You just have to pay the monthly fee for each one of those, just to be upfront with you. So yes, they do. You can send calls, receive calls. You can get phone calls on the mobile app that HighLevel provides for you. It's called Lead Connector. So you can actually, when the call comes in, you can have a route to your cell phone and it pops up like a voice over IP type call through the app that you have installed on your phone. Very cool. And you can connect one number per salesperson if you want to. You can have AI integrated with each one of those phone calls if you want to answer questions and book appointments, things like that. So all of that stuff is available to you. Next question. Can I send or receive text messages within HighLevel? Absolutely. Emails and text messaging is a built-in 100% to the platform. You have email templates, you have text templates that you can build. You can reply with a template. You can reply with a custom message if you want to. But yes, texting and emails are possible. Now, here's one caveat to that, because I'm a Gen Xer, if you guys didn't know, and I don't like to BS people. I really don't. I tell you the way it is, and what I say, you can count on. Right now, you do have to get A2P verified. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, probably about a year or two ago, the texting community has come in with certain standards to prevent spamming for text messages. If you remember, that was getting out of control with people just being able to send you text messages and you can't opt out. Now, all the texting providers all are under this regulatory agency where you have to be A2P verified in order to send outbound text messages to somebody. You can receive messages, but to send them out, you have to sit back and be A2P verified. But once you're A2P verified on one number, all of your other phone numbers inside of your system get grandfathered in, if that makes sense. So you don't have to do it per phone number, just one per account. Can I use my own email domain in HighLevel? Absolutely. So you can pull in any domain or subdomain to have a HighLevel send that email out. That way it's customized to your particular domain. No problem at all to do that. Can I use HighLevel to schedule and manage my appointments? Absolutely. You can have a limited number of calendars. Those calendars could be for service calls. It could be for estimates. It could be for anybody. Each technician within your company could have their own calendar if you want, if that makes sense. And then with that, there is workflow automation that keeps track of when a appointment is coming up. Send out reminders. Could be email, could be text message to customers and clients to make sure they know, hey, just like we'll be out tomorrow to get your something fixed. hey, we'll be out in about 4 hours to get it done. So text message, emails, letting them know to make sure that person is there so you don't have a missed call and then have to reschedule. So that's all built in as well. Can HighLevel be set up to track my leads? Absolutely. HighLevel is built in with full pipeline and opportunity management. So all you have to do is put in your pipeline, the different stages of that pipeline of how you actually want to move people between different stages. And it's very easy to keep track of leads. Inside of the CRM system, you can actually tag certain leads. So a tag is just simply an identifier that gets added to the contact record. So if somebody came in, say, I used an example before about the real estate agent and having the social media post about the first-time home buyers. If somebody were to reply and she gets a lead, or he gets a lead from social media, you could tag that person as Facebook lead or something like that, or Facebook lead, first-time home buyer, something like that. That way, if you ever want to go back and see how successful that campaign was, you can simply look in your CRM and filter based upon that tag and pull everybody in your system that has that tag. And then those are the people that you know responded to the social media campaign. So that's a very easy way of doing that. Does HighLevel charge per user or team member that I create? No. One of the things I love about HighLevel, everything is unlimited. Create as many users as you want within the system. They log in with their email address and whatever password they set up. Doesn't cost them any more. And the cool thing about HighLevel is, I often get this a lot, and I don't think there's a question regarding this specifically, but security. What happens if I want to lock a particular employee out of a certain area, or I only want to give them access to certain areas? There's a whole role scenario base where all you have to do is just go check the different areas of HighLevel that you want to give them access to. So if you only want them to have access to the customers that you assign to them, they only see the customers that assign to them and not everybody. So if you don't want them inside of your conversation area, then you don't have to allow them. If don't need to be in the funnel and website area, just don't check that particular box and they won't even see that when they log in. So security at the user level is completely built into HighLevel and up to you to completely get set up. And you do have user and admin capability. So you can set up another user in your system as an admin that you trust, of course, and then that admin can go through and do anything within that sub account that you could do. Is there a limit to the number of contacts I can have in HighLevel? No, there's not. This is one of my pet peeves about a lot of other CRM systems. They have limits. You can only have 1,000 contacts, 5,000 contacts. Why? Why would you limit me? All they're trying to do is if you get more customers, then that means you must be more successful, so you can pay us more. I don't think so. HighLevel doesn't do that. A limited number of contacts. Now, there are some limits that you could put on your customers, okay? HighLevel does not limit you. When you buy it, you're HighLevel's customer. But in the software as a service business, you can limit that. You can set up, hey, you have 1 user for this account or 5 users for this account. HighLevel does give you the ability to restrict user limit on your customers that you may get. But again, those are the $297 and the $497 plan that I spoke about earlier for the pricing models. Okay, can HighLevel CRM allow me to find a contact easily? Of course, every CRM system has a filtering, sorting capability. All you have to do is just know information about the person. It can search through the conversation area, which every contact record has their own conversation area. And that includes every message that HighLevel has ever sent or received from that particular customer, regardless of how many years that customer has been in your system. So it keeps all those records, voicemails, any files that people have sent, all that stuff that keeps completely in there. So it's very easy to search for somebody or even using a tag or something like that to find what it is. HighLevel also gives you the capability of doing what they call smart list, which is like a saved filtered view. So if you filter people and you want to look at these certain people all the time, you can create your own list, and that kind of creates like a little tab in HighLevel that you can click on and just say, boom, here's all the people that are in this particular group. So you can very easily find them later without having to do the filter again. Pretty cool, I know. How can I get contacts in the HighLevel? HighLevel is a complete import and export feature built into the CRM. Now, the only complicated thing about the import feature is that there is a mapping stage where you have to take first name to first name, last name to last name. If you have all of your columns in your import file labeled correctly, HighLevel will do a lot of the matching for you. But in case it can't really match it, you might have to manually match and assign it. But as soon as you do that, you click import, HighLevel will bring all of those people in. And yes, you can tag people and create tags whenever you bring them into the system as well. That's possible as well. Can HighLevel create and send out invoices for billing my customers? Absolutely. There's a complete payment and invoicing system integrated directly into your payment processor, built right into HighLevel. Invoicing, you can send out text messages with payment links in there if you want. All of that stuff is completely integrated into the HighLevel platform, so it's not a problem at all. How many funnels or websites can I create within HighLevel? I think I already answered this. Unlimited. Unlimited everything. So there's currently no limits to the number that you can have, which is great because now you can build like prototypes. You can have things that you could play with and create and just try out different designs and things like that before you actually make them go live, which is pretty nice. Can I create email templates for my marketing in HighLevel? Absolutely. If you use the same templates over and over again, HighLevel actually has 2 different types of templates. One of them is the full-blown HTML. This is where you can have videos, images, social media icons, the really graphic thing that you get. Typically, you have to click on like a load button. If you get an HTML, like load complete information, and then it loads all the images for you. It does have that capability. You can create as many email templates as you want, create folders to organize them. Or if you just want to go strictly with a text-based campaign, there's another editor that you can use for just testing that just has just text, no images, nothing like that. And it just makes it easier because everybody can receive text emails, or some people may block HTML because you could do some weird hacking stuff with that. But anyway, that's for another video. Does HighLevel have an affiliate system to help me sell my products or services? Absolutely. HighLevel integrates directly with First Promoter. So they use First Promoter, which is one of the leading businesses for doing affiliate marketing. So that's automatically built into your account. So you can recruit affiliates, create a funnel, have affiliates come in to sign up for it, add them in as an affiliate. They have their own website that they can log into to get all of your affiliate assets. So the emails, the marketing, the images that you would provide for them. But HighLevel has all of that stuff completely built in, as well as a way to track their sales. So they can log in and see, an affiliate can see what customers they have, how many clicks they've got, things like that directly within the platform. So yes, you could do that if that's what you want to do. Does HighLevel offer any AI services? Absolutely. For the last couple of years, HighLevel has been slowly building more and more advanced AI services directly in there. But yes, they can. One of the primary ones are just AI services that can help solve small business problems, like being able to, there's a voice AI component that is able to answer any of the phone calls that's received from HighLevel. I mentioned this when we talked about the phone system earlier. You have an AI agent on each phone number, answer questions, all of the different voice and things like that. That can all be possible inside of there. You can have Facebook, Instagram, text messages, website chatbot, all built in with another AI that sits back and answers questions for them. You can have content creation. If you want to create images, if you want to create text for a blog or your email templates, you can have the AI system within HighLevel build those for you. Create the AI content, create the AI images directly for you, and then put them into your email templates. What types of automations can HighLevel do for my business? Just keep in mind, HighLevel has a full spectrum of features, and the workflows integrate with all of them. Now, I can create a video for multiple hours to talk about all the features for the workflow automations, but just for simplified purposes, workflow automations can handle any basic services that you have, from appointment reminder schedules, somebody signing up or opting in on your website, responding to them. If you have pipeline management and you move a person from one stage to another, a workflow could detect that and then provide some form of logic. So somebody moves from one to another. For instance, if they go from a cold lead to appointment scheduled, you might want to remove them from your nurture sequence instead of them continuing to get emails from you since they've already scheduled the appointment. You might want to do that just as an example, but the workflows can do all of that. And it's very easy to get configured because really the workflows only contain two elements. One of them is a trigger. How does this workflow get started? By submitting a form or moving a person from one stage to another in a pipeline. Once you tell it that, then all you're providing is what is the logic you want them to do. Send an email, send a text message, notify my team, add a tag to their account, whatever it is that you want to do. All you have to do is just continue to add more and more elements, and then the workflow just processes it in a linear fashion. Can I build an e-commerce store within HighLevel? Absolutely. Now, I'm going to be upfront. HighLevel does have the e-commerce capability and all the features built into the website that can actually allow you to do that. Product catalogs, products, integrates directly with your payment provider. You can actually integrate that directly with your invoicing and fulfillment services if you actually ship items. All of that stuff can be integrated, but I wouldn't classify it as being as detailed as a Shopify store. Okay. It isn't that complicated, and I'm just trying to tell you the way it is. But for basic services, if you want to sell products or services, let's just say you're a massage or you offer massages or a spa, you sell products. It could be skincare products, hair products. It could be other type of things. You can build a store to not only schedule appointments for people on the same site, but you can sell your products and all the things that you would normally sell in your store on your site as well. So you could do that and integrate both of those into the same website. Can I create a webinar or masterclass within HighLevel? Absolutely. There are a whole feature for webinars, setting that up from doing live to include like a Zoom link with that to give, and there's workflow automations to keep everybody updated with, hey, you got a webinar in tomorrow. We got a webinar in 12 hours, webinar in 6 hours. Hop on the call. Here's a link. Here's a link. Here's a link. You can have that automation, send them any number of messages that you want. So hopefully that's helpful, but all of that stuff is built in there. If you don't want to do it live and you want to have it pre-recorded, you can just simply use the funnel template that just says, here's the opt-in page. The next page they go to is my masterclass webinar that's already been pre-recorded with all the opt-in buttons or upsells or whatever it is that you want to sell them directly on that particular page. And again, all of that stuff integrates directly with the products and the payment processors that are configured on your account. So the money goes directly into your account and you keep 100% of it. Can HighLevel do blogging? Absolutely. Blogging is a full capability. There's a full blog designer. You can do search engine optimization with all of your posts that you have. All of that stuff is available to you. So yes, it can. The thing about it is that most people think of a blog as being connected to a website like WordPress. WordPress, we have a blog. Those things are integrated. You have posts area inside of the WP admin, the backend system. and then that goes to your blog area. Think of these as two separate things on HighLevel. So you can have a blog, and that blog has a URL that's independent of a website. Now, it can still use the same domain, because I just recently did this. My website, rayodaniel.com, I converted that from a WordPress and moved that into a HighLevel site, and then converted the 80 or something blog articles that I had, moved those over because there's an import feature that allows you to import all of those directly in, which is pretty cool. Saved me days worth of time on that one. But that blog then goes to rayodaniel.com/blog. Okay. So again, they're two separate things, but I can reuse that blog on another site if I wanted to as well. Yes, you can. And all the features for blogging, featured article, SEO, all of that stuff is included directly in the builder. You can do AI content creation for creating content for this if you want to, image creation. All of those AI features are available to you within the platform for you to do that. Does HighLevel have a form tool or builder? Absolutely. You can build whatever type of forms that you want using all of the standard fields that come with HighLevel or any of the custom fields that we talked about earlier for extending the CRM. Any of those custom fields that you created can be dropped on a form and gathered information as well. Here's another cool thing that HighLevel was also built into their forms. They actually have logic on their form. So if they select one option on the form, logic can then turn off certain features of the form, hide them if they didn't choose that particular option. So that's pretty cool that it has that logic built directly in it. You can actually sell products or services directly through the form if you wanted to. And the form also has the capability of doing phone verification and email verification before they're allowed to submit the form. So this is very helpful if you ever want to sit back and if you're collecting information from your contact page and you call the phone number, it's disconnected, they mistyped the email, and now that the email doesn't come through, you can't communicate with them. This could solve the problem right away, right from the form. So before they click submit, they have to go through the email verification with a code. They get an email, they put the code in, then it verifies them, then they're allowed to submit the form. That way, you know you're getting the correct email address in case they mistyped it. So all of that stuff you get, and again, doesn't charge you any more for it. Does HighLevel offer a survey tool to collect data after a sale? Absolutely. I can go over the survey tool, but let's just say you can create as many slides in the survey as you want, as many questions. And then afterwards, there's actually a workflow that can detect whenever surveys have been submitted and then send that information directly to you via email, or just simply let the team know that they got another survey. However you want to handle that in your business, you can do that. Can I create quizzes for my customers in HighLevel? Yeah, if you want to be fun, you create a quiz, and the quiz will actually analyze their answers at the very end, giving them answers. That's all built directly into the quiz. But yes, you can. That's a great way of gathering user information and being fun at the same time. So yes, quizzes are completely built in there too. And again, the workflow automations can detect when quizzes have been submitted and do whatever it is you want. Notify a team member, create a task inside of the system. It can do any one of those. Can I create QR codes with HighLevel? Absolutely. QR codes are one of the things that just dramatically improved over the last year. So you can create QR codes for anything, for a website, for Google reviews, for a V card in your system. They offer probably about a dozen different things that you can create QR codes for. And again, you can generate as many of these as possible. So if you want to have a QR code for Google reviews, HighLevel will actually generate a link that you can use directly once you integrate with the Google Business Profile. We talked about that earlier. HighLevel actually creates a link that you can give to people or use to create a QR code that people can just scan on their phone, click, open it up, and leave you a review right there. If you run a technician-based business, or even if you want to include that QR code on invoices moving forward, you would just generate the QR code, copy the image, put it on your invoices that go out. If you don't use the invoicing in HighLevel, you could have that put on any of your templates that you use for your existing system. And when people get the invoice, they actually say, please leave us a Google review here. They can scan it, boom, leave you a quick review, and it's all built into your billing system. Can HighLevel create a chatbot or widget for my website? Absolutely. HighLevel actually has about 8 different chatbot widgets. They have one that communicates with SMS, one that integrates with AI, one that actually you just put in your information to submit it, almost like a contact form. Depends on whichever one you want to use. But you can just choose whatever one. There's even a website chat widget that communicates directly with WhatsApp. So WhatsApp can be integrated directly into your chat widget as well. That's a platform they can use to communicate with you. So just to let you know, absolutely. And any of those can be put on any one of your funnels, websites, or blogs. You can have them put on any one of them. Can I create courses to sell in HighLevel? Absolutely. There's a full course builder built directly into HighLevel for you to do products, your courses. You can have your main category, multiple lessons. You can do subcategories. You can do assessments, which are tests. You can give certificates. You can get badges when people finish certain areas. You can do all of that stuff. And the workflow automation builds directly into it. So if you want to detect when somebody finishes a module and send them a certificate or issue that to them, that workflow can detect that automatically once somebody finishes it, which encourages them to move on to the next module and do more. So absolutely, those products are built directly in there. Those products, in turn, can be sold directly through an offer. So you'd have to create the products. Then your offer might include one or more products that you're selling, either giving away for free or you charge. That charge could be one time. It could be monthly recurring. You could do any of those things that you want and then sell that on your website All of that stuff is completely automated. You can get sales while you sleep, make money, and wake up and just get paid. So yes, you can do all of that inside of the HighLevel platform. They have all the pieces necessary to connect the dots on there. Our courses and offers the same thing in HighLevel. So no, again, we talked about your courses, your products. That's one thing. Your offers are something different. So you have to create an offer to sell it or to give it away, because the offer could be free. If it's a lead magnet, you might want to give away some training and so forth for them to sign up on. But once you do that, then you can upsell them on some other trainings, and the upsell can be built directly into your course purchase within HighLevel. That's perfectly built into the platform, where you can upsell them another thing once they opt in for the free training. So all of that stuff is completely built in. Does HighLevel offer community support like school or Facebook groups? The answer is yes. HighLevel actually has a community feature that allows you to connect. Basically, we use communities or groups that kind of have the same type of meaning, but I'm just going to use community. So you can have as many communities as you want. People can sign up and get entered into the community directly to the workflow automation. You can have your products, the ones that we just talked about, your courses and products that you build, added to that community directly using a learning tab. And here's the cool thing. The learning tab can also put stuff in there that they get for free, but you can also have paid courses that somebody can click on and buy that course directly in your community, get immediate access to that training, and do it right away. And again, those products should be one-time sale, could be monthly reoccurring, however you want. So all of those options are available to you. Is there a place I can store my files in HighLevel? Absolutely. There's a tool called the Media Library. This is kind of no different than WordPress we talked about, where you can have a WordPress library where you can store all of your files. You can do all of that stuff built into the Media Library. There is no limit to the number of files you have, no storage limit. There is one limit to, I believe it's a 5 GB limit per file that you're limited to. And again, that's a huge file, but that's a limit per file. But you can have as many of those files as you want in there. There are folder structures to be able to organize them. And HighLevel has also recently built Canva into there, so you can edit the images inside of the Media Library directly without having to copy it, export it to Canva, and then move it back into the Media Library. So they've actually just built that in there for people because they really wanted to have that as well. Does HighLevel have any features to help me get more Google reviews? Absolutely. There's an entire reputation management system, including a dashboard to see the number of reviews sent, the number of reviews received, people that you could follow up with. There's integrations with AI to automatically respond to Google reviews that you get. And you can have it do something as simple as, hey, if I get a review that's less than 4 stars, then don't respond to it. Let me look at that first before you respond to it. So you can actually put information in there that says, hey, only automatically reply to 4-star reviews and above, that kind of thing. So all of those features are built directly in, so you can help yourself, or you can, if you're doing a software as a service business, you can actually help other people get more Google reviews using this platform. Now, keep in mind that there are people that are making a lot of money. Okay. When I say a lot of money, I'm not talking about $1 million bucks a month, 30, 50,000 bucks a month through HighLevel, just helping people with Google reviews. Forget all of the other stuff that I just talked about. They're just using reputation management, Google reviews, this one particular feature to make $30,000, $50,000 a month in reoccurring revenue by helping people just get more Google reviews. And that's it. They only have to learn maybe 5 or 8 different things inside of HighLevel, and you can create a whole new business from it. But this is only just one business model. There are lots of other business models that you can generate money inside of the HighLevel platform. Does HighLevel have any built-in reporting features? Absolutely. You can create your own reports inside of HighLevel to determine things like call volume, website visitors, analytics. You can even schedule those reports to be sent out via email directly within the platform. So if you do online ads like Google ads or Facebook ads, that information can be brought into HighLevel directly as well. And reporting features can report how many leads from Facebook you got, things like that as well. Does HighLevel let me white label their software? The answer is yes. But just to be clear about this, I want to make sure you understand what white labeling means. White labeling means HighLevel has spent millions and millions and millions of dollars building the software platform. They, for one of the prices that we already talked about, and not the $97 one though, not the $97 one, you can't put your own logo on it, but you can use your own custom URL. Now, for white labeling means I can put my own logo on the software instead of HighLevel's, and I can have my own custom URL. So this means when people go to my software, it looks like my software, but all I'm doing is just slapping my logo onto HighLevel software, and they're letting me do that for the $297 or the $487 plan pricing that we'd already talked about. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, these hopefully should give you at least a good amount of information regarding the HighLevel platform and what HighLevel can be used for. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a demo link. If you're not familiar with it, HighLevel offers free demos. I'll put the demo link in the video description. Please check it out. Click on it, schedule an appointment, have them go through a walkthrough. Okay. And if you're interested in signing up for HighLevel, I offer a ton of bonuses as well as access to me. I will help you get your business set up, and my job is to help you be successful. I have a 30-day free trial link. If you sign up with HighLevel, it's only 14 directly. I offer 30, a ton of other bonuses, and then I will personally help you to get your business set up. So Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you learned something, smash that like button, leave me a comment. And again, I appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.